This is 90.3 FM. KEXP in Seattle, heard around the world on the web at KEXP.org. I'm real excited to be down in KEXP's live performance room. Joining us from New York City, I got Federico Aubele.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm great. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
You want to take this away with a couple songs?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Please, start it off. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to play a Carrousel Sin Fin also.
Llueve sin parar, hace años ya, la ansiedad acecha en la oscuridad, fantasma del fantasma que en un barco va, sabe que solo puede volver a naufragar. El aroma de su piel encierra toda solo se pueden aceptar. El deseo es como la rueda en la araña. Carrousel sin fin. Carrousel sin fin. El vino tiene palabras de la mujer alada mientras avanza por el paisaje desolado de un sueño que el pintor dejó solo para ella. El pincel humeante aún descansa en la vereda. El aroma de su piel encierra todas las contradicciones que solo se pueden aceptar. El deseo es como la rueda en la araña.
Live sounds here on KEXP. Federico Aubele, welcome back to KEXP.
Thank you very much.
You sound killer today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who do you have with you? I was curious. You're on tour right now. I wasn't sure if you were like by yourself with just guitar or band. It's cool to see you brought band with you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I have a quartet with me. We have on the keys and all the beats and all the electronic percussion. It's Gian Maria Conti, Mr. Ashish Vyas on the bass, Natalia Clavier on the vocals, and me on guitar and vocals. Yeah.
Excellent. Like I said, great to have you back. This is at least your third time here in the Seattle studio, I do believe.
Yeah, it must be third time approximately. Yeah.
And actually, I had you on the show not too long ago because I had Natalia live from New York City. So welcome back to you.
Thank you
to the
for
show as
having
well.
me.
Sounded great today.
Thank you so much.
It's cool to have you guys together here in Seattle.
Thanks.
And these are brand new songs. So you've got a new record. It's called Five. I'm never sure to call it Five or Cinco.
Well, part of it is like you can just call it whatever.
Which is your fifth record.
Yes, that is correct. The album just came out October 22nd, and we're touring that album pretty much. The album was, I made it in my studio in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Over 2 years. It was a long process. I think it's the one that took the longest. But yeah, I think the process unfolded very slowly. But at the end, it was really... I mean, I'm really happy with the result.
I'm falling in love with it right away. But just got it. I've just been playing. I've only had a chance to play a couple songs off it on the show. It's really cool.
Thank you.
So the record before, was that recorded in Berlin or just inspired from you living in Berlin?
It was inspired by me living in Berlin. I was already living in New York, actually, when I recorded it. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been in New York then?
4.5 years.
4.5 years. That's right. Okay. I've asked Natalia the same question last time, I think. So why did this one take so long to do, you think?
I don't know. It was challenging. I always try to, sort of like try to find new things to incorporate into my sound. However, that's a process that can actually, it usually gets confusing. So at some point you get completely lost, which is part of the idea, and sort of gotta come back to what you recognize as yourself, as your like those elements that make your music and nobody else's, and then incorporate some of what you brought back from that, journey. So this time I got lost for a long time.
That's okay.
and then I went back. So, but I'm really happy with the stuff I brought back from that.
So you have a studio at your house where you live? Is that correct?
Yeah.
And when you're creating the songs for the record, is it something you do on your own? Is it real personal, and then you bring it to the band? Do you collaborate a bit with people while you're writing, or?
No, that's for me. It's a very intimate process, really, in the writing process, and I mean, I guess if this would be 60 years ago, I'd be sitting down writing down the arrangements on a piece of paper. But nowadays we just record the whole thing, and instead of writing, this is what I need the upright bass player to do. You just play it yourself. And so I guess technology allows us these days to be composing and recording all at the same time.
Are the people that are on the record, the other musicians, are they in New York? Are you working with them together, or is this something you're piecing together from long distances? Or
I have Melody Gardot, the jazz singer. She sings on one of the tracks. She recorded her stuff from London. Then Mauro Refosco, who plays percussion on one of the tracks too. He lives in Brooklyn as well, so we recorded that at his studio. And then who else is there? Well, of course,
there's Natalia, who's on a lot of the songs. Yeah.
Natalia recorded from Brooklyn, from my studio.
That must be handy.
Yes, and then and I have Ilhan Ersahin, the saxophonist from the New York jazz scene. He also owns a club called Nublu. And it's legendary there in New York, and he plays saxophone on one of the tracks that was also recorded. So most of the stuff, was recorded at my studio in Brooklyn. Only that collaboration with Melody was via satellite.
And then what about taking it to the band, taking it out on tour? Is that a process to think about how you want these songs to translate with the band, and then how do you expose it to everyone who's in your traveling band? Just play them the record, or do you just sit down and play for them and hash it out together?
I'd send them the tracks. These are the tracks, and then I went down to DC because they live in DC, and we rehearsed for 3 days. We figured it out. There's certain things that are very clearly, they need to sound like the record, but there's other things that are more open. Like the electronic percussion and certain effects, and even the bass. Sometimes it's more closer to the record, sometimes not, and that's fine. It works well. So, I definitely like bands to play the live songs slightly different from the record, but not that different that you can hardly recognize anymore. Yeah.
Is that fun for you to kind of take the song in a different direction? You're including other people that weren't in on the original song. Does it change it a little bit for you?
Well, of course, there's always the interaction with other musicians, which makes it very different. One thing is just sitting at home and creating and writing. The different thing is like when you're actually with 4 other musicians on stage or in a rehearsal space playing the music. So the interaction always makes a difference.
Cool. Once again, we're talking to Federico Aubele on tour right now. It's a brand new full-length record out. It's great. It's called 5. You want to play a few more songs? You're playing all new tracks from the record today?
Absolutely, yeah. The 2 songs that we just played, the first one is called Somewhere Else, and the second one is called Carrousel Sin Fin. And now we're going to play one instrumental. That's one thing that the new album has 3 instrumentals. That I always liked instrumental music a lot, and I always felt like it was not really well represented on my previous works, the instrumental side. So on this record, I really worked on instrumentals, and so we're going to play one of them. And then we're going to play the single, which is called Laberinto De Ayer.
Awesome. Live music here on KEXP. Federico Aubele.
Algo me hace pensar que todo fue tal como debía ser. Los esqueletos caminan alrededor y lo avanzó con ellos amor. En el oscuro laberinto del ayer, tus palabras se van, se hunden en el mar. En el oscuro laberinto del ayer, tus palabras se van en el alba. Ya no eres el que eras, las palabras suenan aún. La noche eterna que me vio partir, creyendo perderlo todo. En el oscuro laberinto del ayer, tus palabras se van, se hunden en el mar. En el oscuro laberinto del ayer, tus palabras se van en el alba. Oscuro laberinto del ayer, tus palabras se van, se unen en el mar. En el oscuro laberinto del ayer, tus palabras se van en el alba.
Cool. Federico Aubele live here on KEXP. That was great. It sounded really good today.
Thanks.
It's such a pleasure to have you back here in Seattle.
It's my pleasure.